Hello, 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 everybody. What's going down, clowns? My name is Sonia Marie. If you don't know me by now, if you don't know me by now, you probably will never, ever, ever come back after that little singing rendition of whatever I was just trying to do. In any case, if you don't know me, my name is Sonia Marie. I'm here to give you some astrological information today. That's right. We do that every Monday. It's a weekly rundown, we like to call it. On Astrologically, what's going down this week. And then on Friday, we come back with a nice little freestyle Friday, I like to call it, where we do some readings. We answer any and all questions, uh, depending on what it is that I know, we meaning me, my angels, guides, ancestors, folks that are around me, assisting me in this thing that we got going on here. I'm losing my words. In any case, yes, that's what we do on Fridays. So if you want to come back on Friday, do that thing, all right? This is a very informal introduction if you're new to me. But I appreciate you being here. We keep it really really real. I want to let you know that I do astrological readings as well. If you want to go to my website or check out the links in the description box below. I like to do couples readings as well as individual readings, as well as group readings too. Those are fun, but I really love couples readings. So if you want to get with your beau, with your daughter, with your son, with your parents, and do like a couples kind of situation, you and your best friend, you and your sister, your brother, hit a sister up. All right. My website though, by the way, is Wordlife, Astrology.com. Okay. All right, that's the only announcement I'm gonna give today because I want to say what's happening to the people. What up, Chanel Flowers? Rabbi Rob. Did Phoenix give you that hug? I gave her a big old hug for you. I hope she gave it to you. If she didn't, she took it for herself. And that is selfish. No, I'm just joking. I hope she did give you that hug, and I felt yours. So thank you, sweet pie face. And what up, Phoenix, if you want here already? Irene Schaefer is here. That's for ding dong damn sure. Sweet tea. What up, China Wangs? China Wangs. And Roxy is here. KB, Danielle, what you doing? You working? Irene already said hello to you. And Janine Dodd. What up, Janine? What up, homie? How you doing, baby? Karina is here. And that's it right now in this moment in time. Please alert some people if you know that like to hear my broadcast for them to come on through. Let them know Sonia's on, Sonia's on. Please subscribe if you're new. Like and share this information. This is kind of like YouTube protocol, so I'm just going to put it out there like that. And all of my Cash App information is in the description box below. That's Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Yeah, all my cash stuff. Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App is all in the description box below. If any of this resonates with you, if you just want to support a girl, you know what I mean? Sometimes support is good. It's so good. It's so good in the hood. How was your weekend? How was y'all's weekend? Y'all good? What's up, Maya? How you doing? She will soon and told me she had it for me. Oh, she did? Okay, cool. I know she's good for it. I know Phoenix is good for it. I was teasing. Yay. Take that hug and put it all on you, Rabbi Rob. I gave it to her good, too. You power walking in the rain? All right. Please book a reading, sweet tea. I miss seeing your face. At the very least, I would love to see you again via Zoom. That's how I do my readings, by the way, via Zoom. A couple of people have been asking me to do it in person. I've gotten a bunch of texts and emails, to be quite honest with you. So I'm not singling anyone out. But I don't do in-person readings any longer. I don't know if I ever said this publicly, but before Zoom, by the way, I'm just letting a few more people come on in. So let them know. And please hit the like button if any of this, or if you feel in the future something is going to resonate with you. Hit that like button, okay? Let people know I'm here. At the end of the day, before COVID, this is what happened. Before COVID, I was moving. Like I had this thought. I knew I was getting ready to move, and then something beautiful came my way. And the apartment that I left, I was there for a good 10 plus years. But let's just say 10. But when I walked out, I really it hit me. Like the walls were dark, like gray, other than the fact that it probably needed a paint job. But the energy on the spot just It was thick. And I said, this is due to the fact that I let people in my house when I do these readings. They deposit this shit in my home. And it's not like they willingly do it. So this is no jab at folks, but this is something that I have to be conscious of, right? And put boundaries up. So I don't do it in my home any longer. You know, same information comes through on Zoom. So please, and very please, go ahead and book your read if you like on Zoom. And then some people ask me, and this is just for information, again, installing, letting people get on in here. I also don't do them outside of my home. I'm very, 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 very particular. You know why? Because when I open up myself to information, to your folks' information, my folks' information, I don't want to be outside on a goddamn courtyard in the middle of the world being attacked by other people's information while I'm trying to stream your information. You know what I mean? That's exhausting, people. So when you ask particular questions for everybody in regards to spiritual work, do yourself a favor and think before you ask. All right. And take yourself out of the equation and ask yourself possibly maybe, why does a person do what they do? It ain't because they don't want to see you and because you have bad breath or because you're funky. You know, maybe it's other reasons, better reasons. I'm just saying. Anyway, Brigitte, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Oh, Sonja, how you doing? You love my readings? I love you, sweet Pisces. I hope everything is well with you. And we missed you at the retreat this year. Hopefully you'll come next year. We're going to go to someplace juicy. Another juicy location. I'm so excited. And let me tell you something. I don't care if 5 people come with me. I don't care if 10 people come. To be truthful with you, somebody put on our survey that they wouldn't come back. And that's okay. That is okay. They don't have to come back. But let me tell you this, it doesn't matter because the people that come are the people that need to be there. Only one person basically out of 19 said that. But the people that come need to be there. And that's all that matters. So it don't matter who comes and how many, the next location is going to be just as exciting. And I can't wait to announce it in a little while. There you go. I feel like my friend Nicole, she does that. She's so cute when she puts her little shoulder up. I felt like her. Anyway, you sick that you missed it? Oh, Danielle, fill out that survey, girl, please. It's in the WhatsApp. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Talk about what's happening this week. By the way, if you have any questions, please do yourself a favor. For sure, it's for you. Because if you want your questions answered, I need to see it by putting the question mark in front and behind the sentence, all right? So it's noticeable because sometimes I can't see it. Yeah, let's talk about anything and everything. I may do 1 or 2 readings today. So if you're new, especially if you have your sun, your moon, and your rising, please put that up when I ask, okay? So I'm not looking for it. All right. Let's talk about what's happening on Monday and for this whole week. That's for sure. Today is only one aspect. Y'all know what an aspect is, right? When one thing is relating to another, like a moon or planet relating to another planet, asteroid to an asteroid, or an asteroid to a planet. Those are relationships, aspects. So there's only one today. And today the moon is in Leo, right? The one aspect is the moon in Leo, quincunxing Saturn going reverse. Let me put this up here because I don't like looking down, drastically down. Okay. The moon is quincunxing Saturn going reverse today. An egoic reaction with frustration and or disdain about the need to put up boundaries and be energy cops to trying to get the lesson. Y'all get that? I'm going to break it down, clowns. Any questions? Let me know. How's Mystic? Oh, she's great. Thank you for that question. She's awesome. She's the cutest. She warms my heart like no other. I was about to squirrel out, but I won't do it. I love her. Okay, so today, what I mean by this, right, is that the moon is always responsible for reactions, emotional reactions, expressions, you dig? Karmic reactions or connections with our mothers and women around us, right? But always know that it's a catalyst kind of feel, right? So the catalyst with the moon being in Leo is kind of being thrown off by the need to do what? Put up boundaries, I put in here, and be energy cops to trying to get the lesson. Now I'm gonna break that down because Saturn is in Pisces. Now, Saturn in Pisces going reverse means a lot of things. And I pray that throughout the weeks in which Saturn has been reversed, I pray that I covered at least most. Because every now and again, when I do talk about it, I want to add something new to the description of the particular aspect or the planet being in a particular sign or going reverse, you dig? So I don't sound like I'm repeating myself. Hopefully, I do that and I succeed in that. However, some never. This is one of the things I don't think I touched on. With Saturn being in Pisces, the lesson is about Pisces energy, right? So the lesson is about being, in my mind's eye for this particular day, about being an energetic cop. Because Pisces is all ethereal. Pisces is all mediumship. Pisces is, they're seers. Even though a lot of them don't like to recall and or admit, Pisces energy is very much psychic. And for the lack of a better word, that's exactly what they do. They see through things because they still come on the planet. That energy comes on the planet with a veil on it. It's connected to the cosmos and to the ethereal nature of things. You dig what I'm saying? So with Saturn being a challenge, being lessons, being fear, is in this ethereal space. The lessons are trying to see the etherealness, trying to be a psychic cop, trying to present boundaries, possibly maybe from getting too much energy on me, too many people's emotions on me, too many people's understanding of things on me. You dig what I'm saying? So basically there's a frustration today that's going down. Because possibly, maybe here's a scenario. You need to be out in the world. Leo, moon. You need to be out in the world, gregarious, taking care of things, being courageous, being the parent that you need to be. Now, I mean parent for anybody and everybody, not just children, right? Just taking over things, being a leader, right? However, Saturn says be careful in Pisces because it's some psychic energy that may try to attack you, and you're going to have to learn to put your boundaries up. And you, or I should say we, having that moon in Leo today and being affected by it, it's like, I don't want to fucking cop the psychic energy. I just want to do what I want to do. There's an irritation behind the fact that we need to watch for people, watch for energies, conscious and subconscious. Does this make sense? Y'all quiet. Y'all real quiet. Did I talk too much without saying nothing? I'm just saying. Did you get what I mean? The bottom line is you may feel a little frustrated and flustered today by having to pay more attention than what you need to in regards to people, situations, or energies that's around you that wants to zap you. You don't want to be that particular today. We don't want to be that particular, but we have to. We have to. We're on the change. We're on the mend. Y'all get this? Okay, I'm going to move it on because a couple of people said they got it. Okay, cool. On Tuesday, the moon is still in Leo, right? But it's going to square Jupiter. Jupiter is doing its best to keep us positive as possible. But here's the information. It makes me laugh because I just had a visual, right? Here's the information about Jupiter being in Taurus that's trying to keep us happy. You ever see a happy Taurus? They look like this. You ever see a sad Taurus? They look like this. You ever see a mad Taurus? They look like this. Sonja is stupid. The reason why I say all that, oh my God, my sweat, because that shit was funny inside. And I'm not letting it all the way out because then y'all was gonna, I think I'm really motherfucking goofy. But here's the understanding of that. Jupiter in Taurus doesn't look like it's excited that is in fucking Jupiter. Jupiter is about rewards, if y'all remember. It's about blessings, about opportunities, about the overwhelming sensation of things, about religion, the doctrines of religion. It's just big. It's overwhelming, Jupiter is. And when it's in Taurus, oh my God, Taurus is a manifester. Taurus is quality. Taurus is money, right? But Taurus is low-key, calm as fuck, unbothered. So that's why when it comes to being mad, sad, and happy, they all look the same. But Jupiter is doing his best to try to keep us at least in that position. Yo, just stay hopeful. Please. Tomorrow, though, with this square in the moon, it'll be a very, very difficult time to stay hopeful. So you got to look at Jupiter in Taurus and just say, is that happy? Yeah. Is that sad? No, that's happy. You get what I'm saying? Because the moon in Leo and its egoic, again, reactions to things, wants to say, what the fuck? You got the same smile on. It's the same opportunities. It's nothing new. It's nothing exciting. It is exciting. The exciting part is that Jupiter is saying, stay hopeful, motherfucker. That's the exciting part. The exciting part is that Jupiter is saying, regardless of what's going on around you, Moon, regardless of what it is you want, the self-centered Leo energy wants, regardless of how you think how fancy it should come out, I'm sustaining your ass. I'm keeping you hopeful and happy and understanding of the fact that not everything is going to go your way and get what you get. Aren't you happy? Yo, y'all get that? I just want to make sure you do. And if you don't, ask a question. Please ask a question. I'm not against questions. I just want to make sure it's very, very pointed and clear so I can answer the damn thing. All right? Tomorrow, also, the moon in Leo is conjunction to Venus in Leo as well. But you know Venus is going retrograde, right? We all know that. So obtain the understanding why love and or money is on review. You see the light now? The question is, do you see why your love and your money situations and or your money situations and or your need for value and or your need to be validated and or your need for different beauty treatments or understanding of beauty in a different way? Do you see why it's been on review? It's a real question. With the moon and Venus being in the same vibration, it's like the mirror looking at itself, asking for approval and understanding. Do you get that? So the moon is looking for the expression of why Venus is on retro. Venus is on retro because I need to learn how to budget my money. You understand? I need to learn I can't buy fancy things. So the expression is like, how do you understand that? How do you get that? Where's your emotional nature with that? Do you understand as opposed to you wigging out? Get it. Make it feel good on you. Do you see now? Is the question. You get that? Why are we going through? Why you're going through the particular Venus retrograde that you're going through? That's the real question. Okay. Stop repeating yourself, Sonja, and move on. Okay. The sun will square Uranus Tuesday, tomorrow. Another square. Change is happening too slowly for your impetuous nature. Think before you declare. That's the operative word. Declare. Why? Because the sun and Leo wants to declare every fucking thing, right? Leo is proud. Y'all know that. Leo is bossy. Leo is the loudest thing in the room. Just truly. Even the quiet ones are the loudest ones in the room. If that makes any sense to anybody that knows quiet Leos. Anyway, it squares Uranus, right? So Uranus is about change. Is it happening too slowly for you? Because the proud Leo, the proud, I need it now. The self-centeredness is just trying to overglare. Is that a right way of putting it? A phrase? Overglare Uranus's changes. Uranus is like, yo, I keep telling you, man. Uranus in Taurus, slow as fuck, alongside Jupiter. Jupiter's like, these motherfuckers don't get it. I'm trying to hold them up and give them hope and give them love and abundance and understanding in a nice kind of like systematic, slow kind of way. You know, the information I just thought of, the visual I just had was that product on the market where they dispense pet food every 5 minutes to a pet when their owner is gone. That's what Jupiter and Taurus is about. Right? So Jupiter and Taurus is like, I'm trying to keep them happy and hopeful and optimistic, knowing every now and again I throw them a little crumb of happiness to keep them going along, to keep them moving towards the change that Uranus and Taurus is trying to implement. Right? So Jupiter's like, yeah, I got them. They just don't know. I'm giving them little pellets every now and again to keep them happy, keep them hopeful. And Uranus is like, yeah, I know. And I'm probably not convincing them enough because my ass is slow and I'm dragging. But the changes that we're making will be definite and understood in a way in which will never be understood again. And I'm in the center of it all going, yeah, I know. But let's tell the people. Be patient. Just be patient. Change is happening. Before you declare what you want and what you need, wait for the full change to happen. Does that make sense, y'all? Come on, talk to me, please. Y'all quiet today. I need y'all today. Does that make sense? It's not only about being patient. Do you see being patient? Do you see the changes that are happening around you for the better, even though it's on slow-mo Taurus energy kind of feel? I really need a hands up, a yes, yes, y'all. And do you get frustrated? Are you a little like over it? Do you want things to go faster than where you? Honestly, I think we talked about this before, but this is very pointed, especially with the sun in Leo and its gregarious ass that just wants to do things the way it wants to do in a very self-centered kind of way. It's squaring Uranus's slow burn. Uranus says, I got this on the slow burn. Don't worry about that shit. This is crockpot information right now. This is called crockpot existence. Sonia, you get what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. And by the way, it says, you know what? Don't worry about us, Jupiter and Uranus. It's like, don't worry about us moving all slow, doing what we got our shit covered. Why don't you handle the new moon activity tomorrow? Go handle that shit, and we'll slowly change what we need to change. And that new moon activity looks like Leo shit. Oh, that's interesting. This is what Spirit just said. So, how you gonna sit there in some self-centered shit saying, I want to do what's best. I want to do what's for me. I want to do some brat shit. I want these changes to happen more, quicker, right? And then on Wednesday, this new moon energy in Leo comes out and goes, well, actually, I know you want it to happen quicker, but there's some new information, Leo style, that we need to take in before the changes really, really happen. Y'all get that? Don't call it in too prematurely. I know you're a little impatient on Tuesday, but on Wednesday, there's some new info, creativity, fun times with friends and family. You understand? Some new implementations when it comes to pride and dignity and how we show up, how we perform. Y'all get this? Y'all get this? So how you gonna be complaining about it on one day and the next day you go, well, wait, hold on. I gotta add some more stuff to my bag before we actually change. Oh, now you like Uranus's slow burn. Now you like that shit, huh? Yesterday you was fucking Russian. Russian, not Spanish. You get that? But boom. Anyway, does that make sense? Does that make sense to anybody out there? So on Wednesday, when this new moon and Leo energy comes on in, it's like, yeah, what do you want to add new to your information? What do you want to add new Leo style for the next year? Because like I just said on YouTube, there is only one new moon in Leo every year. And within that cycle, you continue to work on what you started now, like when the new moon in Leo hit. So what does that look like? New moon in Leo looks like new love and new romances that want to come into your life. But before I break down a few of them very, very quickly, know this. Ooh, my head just went. It just left, y'all. Oh, shit. Before I break it down, let me tell you this. New information. I'm trying to go back to where I started and it's not coming back. Nope, don't worry about it. New moon information, newness coming to you. Let's start with new love and new romance. Oh, this is where I was going to go. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Spirit. When new love is coming in specifically and new romance is coming in specifically, you know me, you always got to go to you. How are you allowing it in? So if it's new, let me give you a scenario. If something's new and it's knocking at the door, and you're the same old motherfucker answering the door, you're going to recognize if it's new or old. Are you going to recognize it's new and let it come on in as the old person? Or are you going to recognize it's new and let it come on in as you change? So with this new love and romance, when it comes to new moon energy in Leo, there's some new things that you have to change about yourself in order to receive this new love and romance, you dig? Because when you open up the door and you're the same old person, you're not going to recognize the newness of this new moon energy, of this new love and this new romance that needs to come to you because you may not think you deserve it. Is that for me? I don't know. I'm the old chick that just wants to party and this motherfucker want to love you. How about that? You want to party, but they want to love because you're the old person. So you have to change who you are. As Uranus is saying, let me do my job. Let me change the situation around you so you can get these new information that's coming in a better way. Are y'all listening to me? I feel excited, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm heard. And this is not personal or a jab. It's because sometimes for me, passion comes through so quickly that I don't even remember what I said. Spirit comes through so quick, I'll be like, wait, hold on. Did I put a conjunction in that goddamn sentence? Did I put an and or a but? Did it make sense? Good God. I sound like a lioness. I am not. I am a crab. Okay. So this new moon energy also brings new discipline, new pride. How are you going to feel more prideful about yourself? What are some things that you need to allow to change around you so you can bring in new doctrines, new rules, new understandings of feeling pride within yourself? That's some real shit. It may not look like something you've ever contemplated, is the point. New pride and new discipline, not discipline, new pride and new dignity shows up in different ways. You dig? Depending on where you at, where you are in your level of maturation. You dig? So it can look totally different. Like I need to feel prideful of my, I don't know, y'all. Examples are not coming quick enough, nor are the squirrels. But here's the I need I have new, okay, yeah. I have new pride in my new house. Right. And in the past, possibly maybe my house used to be, I don't know, the party house. Every Friday night, people come over, they bring their bottles, they know what's going down, who's on the grill, who's doing this, who's doing that. Right. This new level of pride that's coming in Leo style, new moon style on Wednesday is like possibly maybe you need to pay attention to how people are really respecting your space. Have you been giving them excuses for fucking up your couch or breaking a glass or, coming and not bringing something to eat? And you're like, it's okay. I'll grab the buns. I'll grab the hot dogs. I'll supply all the food and everything. Y'all hear where I'm going? There's a new level of pride on you. Just for an example, in regards to how you're going to set up these parties again. Well, hold on. Let me be a little bit more organized. Or how about this? How about I don't have any more parties any longer? And we meet at a fucking restaurant down the street because y'all motherfuckers don't respect my shit. And it's okay. You don't even know it. And if you do, it's all right too. Let's just go to the restaurant. Does that make sense? Ooh, y'all better listen to me. Y'all better listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Or not. Also, new moon in Leo energy brings, there's a bunch of shit. I'll bring one more thing because I think this is necessary. Creativity. I do know that the world is calling for the artists to come out now. Been calling for the artists to come out, including myself. Why? Because we have to paint this world a different color. Motherfuckers got the brushes, man. Motherfuckers got the brushes and the damn pencils and they painting it however they want to paint it. And the artists need to come out. The creativity needs to come out. The stuff that needs to inspire the children, the youngsters, the young adults, inspire ourselves for that matter, to where as pertaining to where we're going or what life is about or our new level of consciousness or what love feels like on us, the new love that feels like on us. You dig what I'm saying? We have to call it in. Artists, new creative adventures. Call in not only the new, but call in the future. They call in the future, not just the new. Are y'all following my poetics today? Artists who are calling in this new creativity for this new moon Leo energy that's coming down are being bullhorn. Boom, boom, bam, bam, bam. Like, let's do this shit. Why? Because we need to call in a different color for the future. We need to call in a different canvas for the future. We need to paint this shit how we want to paint it and grab the brushes out of those motherfuckers' hands that are doing nothing with it and twerking and bopping and this and that and that. And come on. I'm just saying. I'm not judging, but I am. The bottom line is, can we see something different? So the creativity that's coming, whatever it looks like, music or art or food or clothing or painting or gardening or whatever it looks like, the art of creation with the new moon in Leo wants to come back alive. Are you responsible for that? Are you going to help with that? I'm just saying, how's it look? How does it look? Whereas one day you was a vegan chef, the next day possibly you want to crochet. Is it something new you want to do for the future? At least to spark you and your imagination and others' imagination. Are y'all with me? All right. I'm going to keep it pushing because y'all act like y'all working or something. Y'all got a job? You got jobs? What y'all doing out there? Wednesday, this new moon also has a new moon that is in conjunction with the sun. Naturally, I said that at the top of this thing, I think, or at least on Instagram, I remember saying it. When the moon is in Leo, the sun is in Leo. New moon. When the new moon is in Leo, that means the sun is in Leo. If the full moon is in Leo, that means the sun is in the opposite sign of Leo, which would be Aquarius. But we're not there yet. You working, Maya? All right. Wow, Sonia, are you the artist? Wait. Wow, Sonia, we are the artists. You are so right. It's time for me to really create. Yes, let's go, my child. Let's go. Royal. I can't pronounce that last name. But yes, let's go. Let's go. Okay. Also, on Wednesday, this I put an asterisk by the Mars. Mars is trining Uranus. Oh, shit. So I spent a good probably 15 minutes talking about that back and forth Uranus thing, right? Uranus and Taurus, Jupiter and Taurus, them off to the side while Leo wants to do its own thing. And you know Taurus and Leo is a square. So they have to be on two separate ends of the fucking court in order to do their job, to come back and say, okay, we did a good job, even though we did it differently. You see how that works? Right? Well, on Wednesday, Mars meets up with Uranus and Mars goes, yo. I know that Leo information was giving you a hard time because you changing kind of slow. But Mars and Virgo says, let's pick this shit apart though. Let's figure out what we can implement now. Let's be detailed oriented, critical about what we can spark now. Mars, energy, motivation, execution, anger. Time to do something different and move accordingly. Get mad about it if you need to, if that's what helps. Because Mars is about anger. So Mars in Virgo is connecting with Uranus in Taurus to say, yo, I got you. Even though we can't change completely and we don't have the full picture yet, all right, well, let's just work out 3 times a week. Let's just get ready. Let's just clean our closets. Let me put some energy behind how to foster the little bit of incremental changes along the way until God says, here you go. Here's the whole full 100. 100. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I love that for Wednesday. Because, and the reason why I love it, and I pause on that, and I'm really, really exasperating this notion, is because I want y'all to see that there's a rhythm, right? There's always a rhythm. We're born into rhythm. The universe is rhythm. All energy is rhythm, right? So there's a rhythm that happens. So even though you may feel a little low in the beginning of the week, like I can't implement these changes, I feel like a brat, things are moving too slow, I'm a little bit impatient. Here come Mars that says, okay, I understand that, I get that. So just do this little bit right here so you can be satisfied. So you can let you can let fucking Jupiter and Uranus do their job. Are y'all feeling me? Y'all, what's happening? Right? So be aware of that, please, on Wednesday. The moon in Leo is quincunxing Neptune. Cloudy perspective and or the new moon commitment hasn't settled into your imagination yet. Give it time to catch up. So the bottom line is that maybe the new moon energy, the new things that you're doing, the creative spins, let's go with that. Maybe it's not fully in your imagination yet. Meaning, you want to write songs, but the whole fucking arrangement hasn't come and hit you yet, Neptune style. You get what I'm saying? It's not surrounding you like you want it to surround you and be inspired, and the fucking heavens are singing, and you're like, oh, this is a new song. Oh my God, this is a new outfit that I just made. No. It may not come like that on Wednesday. Is the point. Your creativity may come and it may, find it's a little cloudy to get to the real inspiration, but just start with one line. Squirrel, I always tell people when it comes to creating, especially Virgo types and people who are very, very detailed oriented in their own way, when it comes to creating, man, don't edit before you get it out. So this is a day in which it's calling for no editing. Like it's getting caught, the inspiration, the imagination is getting caught in the ethers and it's finding its way to you. But as it finds its way to you, you might get a little quincux, a little frustrated by the fact that it's not coming quick enough. I want to create now. I got the inspiration now. Where's that song now? Do you have the title? If you have the title, let's start with that and then go to bed. You understand what I'm saying? The bottom line is that we expect, especially in Leo season, we expect for things to come how we want it to come, how we are inspired, how we are impassioned to do. But then when it doesn't fall out the way we want it to, here comes the brat. Here comes that Leo energy that turns into, well, what? They didn't do it how I didn't expect. Wait, what? You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to show y'all that things are happening in a succinct time and fashion, in which is putting all the pieces together, nice and interesting, like so it doesn't come apart. But if that Leo brattish, impatient, self-centered energy pushes the thing before it's even done, come on. You already know the rest of that sentence. Are y'all hearing me? No editing. Just be inspired. Just get the little title. Just write the line and then go on about your business and let spirit give you the rest later. That's all I'm saying. Wednesday, the moon is quincusing, irritation, frustration to Pluto, going reverse. New moon commitments may irritate the power you're trying to achieve. Patience, please. Respect is earned when you have patience. Respect is earned when you have patience. Patience for you and yourself. The respect for you and another person and another situation. Patience, you dig? You may not feel let me start that again, retract. You may not feel so patient if you feel threatened by power or somebody's powerful stance or authoritative stance, superior stance, like i.e. your boss or somebody like that, right? You know what I mean? You may not feel respected, if you have to pull back and be patient, but trust and believe it'll come back around. It'll come back around. Meaning, let me just go with an example. If your boss is putting up a little power structure, you know what I mean? Like a little power stance or whatever. Now I need you to do this because I said I need you to do this right now. And in your mind, you're like, this shit doesn't make any sense. Know that it doesn't make sense and then do what you're asked. Because if it doesn't make sense, it will come out in the rinse. You dig? 2 days later, it'll be like, ooh, maybe we shouldn't have done that so hastily. And you just look at them. Because you rushed me, dude. Because you was trying to be so powerful and hold on to your stance and your position that you rushed me to do some shit. Now you're not pleased with it. You get what I'm saying? Let it play out later. You don't have to prove shit always. Always. Okay. On Thursday, let's change that I to an O. The moon will go into Virgo. Yep. So that means the moon will be opposite Saturn going reverse. Take a detailed account of what's needed to obtain discipline. That's it. Why? Because the moon is in Virgo. It's about detailed information, discriminating information, right? Saturn is in Pisces, the opposite, right? And again, that Saturn Pisces is like some psychic cop. It's a whole bunch of things, right? But what about your life do you need to get more detailed in regards to bringing discipline to maybe some psychic energy boundaries, but basically just boundaries, period? Because again, Saturn is about boundaries and restrictions and limitations and fear and lessons learned. So what detailed information do you need to bring to your life in regards to getting through this discipline? So many people are having problems with discipline right now. And here's the trick. Here's the thing. Discipline, I'm asking to use my words properly, but I kind of want to say discipline is subjective, right? But the reason why I say it like that is because we can all have different levels of discipline. You get that? As long as we are moving forward and doing things on a regular basis, we're being disciplined. When we start to compare our discipline with somebody else's discipline, that's competition, right? Which adds another level of some bullshit, or I should say of some stress. How about that? Does that make sense? Right? So the bottom line is when it comes to discipline, when it comes to doing things in a regimented fashion in order to get what you need to get, do it in the speed in which you can handle. Set yourself up to win when it comes to discipline, as long as you do it on a regular basis. So many people want to go from 0 to 60 when it comes to discipline, right? Like a goddamn binge addict or something. I'm not going to smoke all weekend. And then next weekend, I'm just going out. I'm smoking all day, every day, fucking 900 packs of cigarettes, right? The bottom line is this, though. If you were to set up your discipline in a realistic type of way, given that scenario, maybe you'll stop smoking cigarettes. If you didn't binge, if you didn't put your back up against the wall, if you didn't apply so much pressure on yourself to do a thing, how Sonja does it, or how Melissa does it, or how this one does it. You get what I'm saying? Your discipline is not the next person's discipline. You do things according to how you can do them with the time, the energy, the money, the resources that you have in order to get to the goal, whether it is you get to the goal next week or 10 years from now. Time is relative. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all heard me? LB said, how do you differentiate boundaries from discipline? Oh, well, boundaries is a line in my mind, right? Boundaries is a hard line in which you don't cross. Discipline is something that you do for yourself, like I was just trying to explain, like a rule or a ritual. This is the way I see it anyway. Somebody else can add something different. Like a rule or a ritual to get you what you need, or possibly to create that boundary. How about that? What the fuck did I do that for? Does that make sense? LB, you heard me? Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. The boundary is already there. You may have to have discipline in order to make the boundary, or discipline in order to do other things. But boundary is just that line. It's that protection, that guard, that non-negotiable situation. Now, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Good. I'm glad you got that. Any questions? Anybody can put any questions up. We are on Friday. Friday, the moon is in Leo as well. Ooh, I like Friday. Look at all that beautiful, those are beautiful aspects. The moon in Virgo will be trine in Jupiter. And here you go. All you need is for the moon to switch back into another fucking sign to agree with what it is it was disagreed to for 2 days ago. Y'all don't get that. So the bottom line is that Jupiter and Uranus was having a problem with Leo in the beginning of the week. Well, now, being that the moon is in Virgo, there's no problem because Jupiter is in Taurus, because Uranus is in Taurus, and Virgo and Taurus like each other, earth signs. You dig what I mean? So here's the rationalization of why we have to have hope. When the moon is trine in Jupiter, the moon in Virgo wants to rationalize. Oh, I see the justification for the hope, for the blessings, for the opportunities that have been given to me. Stay grateful, y'all. If you don't remember anything that we say in these confusing, very retrograde times, by the way, by the end of this week, next week, there'll be 6 planets in retro. Right? If you don't remember anything, just stay grateful. Just stay grateful. Like walk around your life. Go, I'm so thankful. I'm so happy for this apartment. I'm so grateful for these shoes. Oh, this plant is so beautiful. I'm so happy you're in my house, in my life. Just stay grateful. Stay in that vibration. As difficult and arduous as it may be for some to do because they don't see anything that's happy in their life, possibly everything is gray. Pick one thing, cuz. Pick the baby smile. Go buy a 25-cent blow pop. You get what I'm saying? Have fun sucking all that fucking sugar in, and all the color dye in the world, but it made you happy. You understand what I mean? Find it. Rationalize the optimism, the hope that you need. Okay. Friday. She is bugging. Friday, Virgo moon will conjunct Mercury. Well, there you go. There you go. So that Virgo moon is inspiring that Jupiter information, right? That Virgo moon is inspiring that Jupiter information. Like, hold on to the hope. This is the reason why. This is justification for that thing. It's also allowing us to talk about it, Why? Because that moon is in conjunction with Mercury, how we think, how we talk, how we process information, how we plan. Oh, we can further put some plan some things to do too. Okay, I see the hope. I see the hope. Okay, I see the extra $100 that Spirit just gave me, Jupiter style, right? I see that extra $100. You know what? I'm gonna take that $100 and I'm gonna take the puppy and I'm gonna go there and and buy myself a nice expensive dinner. $100, not expensive, but for some people it may be. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take that little bit of money and have a good time. I'm gonna plan something. I'm gonna talk about something. I'm going to write something, Mercury. I'm going to let it known that I am grateful for Jupiter's blessing. I'm so grateful. You get that? Mercury. Okay. The moon is also trining Uranus. Come on now. If it's trining Jupiter in Taurus, the moon's going to trine Uranus. So change is necessary. Review the adjustments. Review the changes that are happening for the good, for the better. This is a good day to do that thing. And then the moon in Virgo is conjuncting Mars. Now move. Mars is in Virgo. So now move. Now make it happen. Now, here's the thing about Mars being in Virgo and that Virgo energy. You know, Mars in Virgo is and Virgo moon is straight paralysis analysis territory. Meaning, if you saw the rationale in why Jupiter was doing what it's doing, if you saw the changes that were happening, and all of a sudden you got a little fearful in the middle of the, oh, I see why. But wait, what if I don't have enough for that? But wait, what if I have to call such and such in order to rescue me? But wait, I have to go get my car fixed in order to drive to Mexico. But wait, you see what I'm saying? And you get caught like a deer in a headlight because Virgo says, I have all these blessings and all these things around me, and I'm trying to implement discipline and be detailed as possible. But if it's not working out the way I want it to work out, then I'm a freeze. Analysis paralysis, because these details are not calculating the way I want them to calculate, as Virgo information would say. And if that's the deal, then I'm not doing shit. Don't do that to yourself on Friday, all right? Don't do that. Just go with the little bit of details that you know and fuck the rest is the point. Are y'all following me on this? Chanel, you are quiet. You are very, very quiet. All of y'all are goddamn quiet. I'm just going to say that real quick, but it's okay. I already told y'all already. I'm so grateful for you, Sonia. Oh, thank you. I'm the best astrology person. I love that. It's also simple and elementary and sweet. Thank you, honey. But y'all get that analysis paralysis situation? Let me run that back. The moon is trining Jupiter. Moon in Virgo, trining Jupiter in Taurus. The moon in Virgo, conjuncting Mercury in Virgo. The moon in Virgo, trining Uranus in Taurus. The moon in Virgo, conjuncting Mars in Virgo. So the bottom line is an earth sign kind of day, right? All good, all practical, all necessary to rationalize, justify how we need to do what we need to do, utilize the blessings that we have. Just don't get scared in the middle of that, and don't let nobody shut you down if they try to, including your damn self. I said all I said. I said all I said. I said all I said. On Saturday, the moon goes into Libra. Okay, one aspect there. The moon in Libra will quincux. That's an irritation 150 degrees away from Saturn going reverse. You want to work differences and fears and challenges out with your partner? I don't know. They may not be seeing it eye to eye. There's some injustice happening on Saturday. Understand that, either with your partner or just injustice in general. And there may be some frustrations around that. Why? People don't want to be fair. People don't want to be fair when it comes to the fears and the lessons that they have to learn. You get that? So people could lie that day. Oh, what do you mean? I didn't do such and such and such. And they fucking freaking out inside. They're afraid, right? Wait, what? Who said I did? Blah, blah, blah. Denying almost anything or any lesson, any fear that comes up. Why? Because it doesn't look right on them. Because it doesn't look fair. It doesn't look just. It doesn't look proper. And dare they not look proper for fucking up or not getting their fears and their lessons? It's a lot of that happening on Saturday. Did that make sense? Ooh, y'all are very quiet today. How y'all feeling? On Sunday, last situation. The moon will quincux Jupiter. Does it help being cynical about your joy? Don't get confused, okay? Keep the hope going on Sunday with Jupiter. Now here comes the moon in Libra going, wait, for real? Was that some joy really happening? I don't get that. and it's frustrated. It's a quincux. The moon is quincux in Jupiter. So the moon in Libra is kind of frustrated by the fact that, I don't know, I'm just going to get cynical real quick and go, I mean, that may be cute. I may hold out for that. I may, look at Jupiter and be like, I mean, you got the mots, but I don't know. Do you really? Come on now. I just got frustrated and had to take a pause for myself. And here's the squirrel. The squirrel is that due to our humanness and our fears and our conditioning and a whole litany of shit, we really become our own enemies oftentimes. And we stop our own shine. We stop our own progression. We stop our own maturation because we're afraid to, first of all, admit some shit about ourselves. And then also we like to play situations in our favor to help to validate our fears. I'm just wondering if y'all tired of playing them head games. Like, for real. I know that I am, personally. And I'm going to be straight up and down. I wish I had more people in my life that would call me out on these things like I call people out. And I mean that. Why? Because these are the moments in which we need people like this. We need people to keep us focused right now, to keep us astute as to what it is that our soul wants to receive in this moment. Because we're in retro season, because there's so many changes that are happening, because we're post-pandemic, because the world is changing, because Age of Aquarius is incredibly new, 20-something years new. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's a monstrous shift that's happening. We need honest people in our lives that can call each other out on our shit without getting our feelings hurt, without tripping ourselves up, without not letting our left hand know what our right hand is doing because we think we outsmarting our damn selves. You get what I'm saying? Aren't y'all tired of that mind game shit? I'm really asking a question, and I don't know who's putting up the hundreds or the hearts, but thank you for doing that. I'm really, really over it. I don't know if you are. And I said to myself today, like, and this is no dig to anybody that came to the retreat. Like, I really, my retreats, I to bring it back around to what I do, needs to be solid packed with people who feel the way that I do. I don't like pettiness. I don't like gossip. I don't like bullshit, personally, right? So I said to myself today, as I was busy planning the next retreat in my own way, right? It doesn't matter how many people show up to the retreat. Like I said at the top of this. Why? Because I'm so focused, especially nowadays, on having quality versus quantity, on having serious people that want to evolve and call themselves out and grow their hearts and their lifestyles and their money and their love based on the fact that they are growing themselves. I'm over anything less than that. I mean that with everything. There's a lot of shifts and changes that are happening within and without. And you may hear Sonja say some things that I've never said before because I am happily changing. And I happily don't give too many fucks anymore. To be truthful with you, as I was talking to my mother about that today, like on the real, I was like, Mom, Celeste. I do call my mother Celeste every now and again. It's endearing. You know why? Because she's such the home girl, but she's my mom, and I have mad respect for her. But I was like, Celeste, I can't deal with it no more. I can't be around shit and people that would rather stay stagnant, that would rather fall in fearful places, that would rather seem like they're in control, but they're not. If you're not in control, fall the fuck apart, man. Be like, I don't have it today, Sonja. I hear that. I respect you quicker if you say today is not the day than you trying to come over and try to act like it's the day. Small example. And it's probably not even relevant to anything that I said. But I wanted to take this squirrel moment and just say, you know what? Like, how serious are you about growing? Or again, is this just entertainment for you? Or just am I cute and you just want to look at me? And I'm saying that without smiles today. because I really want y'all to see where you're going with this thing. What are we doing together? Why do we have these retreats? Why do we do readings? Why do we call each other out as a community? Why do we stick towards and closest to the same 5, 10, 15 people on Instagram and social networks? Because we want to grow, because we want to expand, because we want to see ourselves in each other. But remember, when you do, be open for anything and everything. Some things you may not like. And if you don't like it, just say it, as opposed to trying to cover it up and control shit. Or analysis paralysis, or running, or doing any fearful tactics. You get what I'm saying? Just admit the shit. You fucked up. I'm wrong. I'm weak. I don't understand it. I need help. So we can grow. We can do this thing. On Sunday, I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of hearing myself on a soapbox. So that's why I'm switching so quickly. On Sunday, the moon stays in Libra. It will quincunx Jupiter. I said that already. But it also will sextile Venus. You understand from a realistic standpoint why love is so delicate to manage. Oh, Sonja, that's nice. Oh, thank you, Sonja. I appreciate that. Oh, you're welcome, Sonja. The moon sextiles in a really harmonious way. Venus going retrograde, saying, now you get it. Now you get why you have to reevaluate your love and your heart. And the fact that you need to put up maybe some boundaries, or you need to be loved differently, or you need to love yourself differently. Now you see why your heart is open. Now you see why your heart was closed. Now you see why you're not letting any love in. Now you see why you overcompensating and giving too much. Venus is going to be worked over in the best way possible on Sunday. So you can see why you're going through what you're going through in regards to this Venus in retrograde. It's a workout, this thing called life. If you're not aware of it all day, every day, then why are you here, cuz? To get drunk and stay stupid? I'm just saying. That's it. That's all I got for y'all. Bye. Click. I'm just joking. How y'all doing? Y'all feel good? You see it. Sweet Tea say, I promise I see it, Venus. I promise. Feel like you being tortured. Thank y'all for the hearts. I appreciate whatever person is leaning on them hearts. I love to see hearts come up like that. I love love, y'all. I love love so much. I'm so open to receive so much love. I just love love. I really, really do. Anyway, this is the time in which you would, if you want to read, put up your sun, your moon, and your rising. And if you do not, then I'm just going to go to reading this card. Oh, I didn't look at the time once. And here we have it, 57 minutes and 50 seconds. Oh, Sweet Tea, you're so sweet. I love you. Thank you, Mia Plays. Is it clear? I try to be, like I said, sometimes I'm like, wait a minute. Did I put a period at the end of that sentence? What the fuck? Okay. Kim Singletary. Sun in Virgo, Pisces rise, and Virgo moon. Well, there we go. There's the opposites right there. Yo, opposites are good though, y'all. Y'all need to know that. Y'all really, really need to know that in some kind of way, especially if you have them in your three big obvious. Why? Because again, if I haven't expressed this to you before, oppositions work like yin yang. You know, the seed of one is apparent in the whole of the other, like a yin yang symbol. You know what I mean? So that's how opposites work. As long as you can keep your ego out of the way, Kim, and utilize both that Piscean energy and that Virgoian energy, like on some real, that's kind of perfect for you, for your makeup, for your journey, for your soul's expression. It's really, really, really perfect in this moment in time. Okay? So the Virgo in you keeps the details happening, but the Pisces in you absolutely keeps the big ethereal widespread view, as opposed to the Virgo getting the detailed view. That means you cover it all from the wide to the detail. Here's the thing I would say about your Pisces rising though, because it's in the rise, Kimberly, because it's in the rise, Kim, I would say The only confusion that can come for you as a Virgo is allowing too much information in, too much emotional information in, too much need to handle somebody, to deal with somebody, to service somebody, to rescue somebody. The Pisces on the rise soaks it up like a sponge, everything up. Cancer does too, but in a way in which it's just like picking it, right? Whereas Pisces on the rise absorbs energy, emotional energy, and all kinds of energy like a sponge, and sometimes they're not even conscious of it. And then the Virgo in you wants to be able to manage every single fucking thing that comes through that rising and its pores, and you can't. Then you get overwhelmed and overexcited because you can't handle it all. Does that make sense, Kim? So the best thing is to learn, in my opinion, how to discard some things you can't handle. Maybe delegate if you'd like, but I'd say first discard. Get rid of some shit. Just say, I'm not going to be involved with that. I'm not going to handle that. I don't need to answer to that. Only these 5 things is what I'm doing, not the next 15. Why? Because the Virgo in you is going to do it with such care and such precision and such love and such detail that 5 things feels like 60 to a regular person. For real, because you go hard. So you can't let all of that shit in, Kim. And if and when you do, you got to clean off. You got to clean off. You got to go to some water. You got to get in the shower. You got to drink some water. You got to pray it off for you, baby. Oh my God. So there's a nice little lady around you, Kim, and this is all I'm going to say. She seems to be heavy set, and maybe not all the way, like top to bottom, full figured, but her boobs are, meaning that like she has big saggy boobs. Don't ask me why I'm commenting on that. I'm just telling you all what I see. And she's leaning close to you, like leaning on you. You know how people laugh and they go, ah, and they put their body on you or whatever. That's what she's doing to you right now, Kim. This woman on the other side. And she's leaning on you and she's laughing and she's giggling and she says she's bringing excitement to you soon. So get ready for it. That's why you have to let shit off of your list. She said you have to make room to have fun. If you haven't, make more room to have fun so I can bring the excitement to you, because she's laughing. She's so giggling. I have no idea what about, possibly maybe what she's bringing. But get ready. But you have to be aware, because the Virgo can have so much to do where you'll let that shit go by. Kim, are you still here? Did you hear all of that? Or are we done? Are we done? Are we done? Okay, I'm so glad. The last one, 21JNCI. That's Jessica is your name again, I think. Yeah. By the way, if any of this information resonates with you, please utilize my cash information, my Venmo, my Cash App, PayPal down and below in the description box. Or put the like button up or share this information. I appreciate this. I'd love to grow the channel. But at the same time, if it's just us that needs this information, it's just us. Fuck it. All right. So 21JNCI, the sun in Capricorn, the moon in Taurus, and Aquarius rising. Now that is very, very interesting. I don't know if I've ever read you before. I kind of feel like I did, to be truthful with you. But here's the interesting part, because we got this earthbound energy, right? This Capricorn sun, this moon in Taurus that's holding this shit down and wanting things to grow. But at the same time, you got Aquarius on the rise that's absolutely diffusing all things before it has a chance to plant itself. Do you get that? The diffusion is the air. The diffusion is the mental ability to take everything in. Aquarius rise. The ability to take everything in. Not necessarily like a computer. That would be more like Virgo energy, taking information in. But more so like you can handle it. It's just, it's not even a computer. It's like, give me another example, Spirit. Aquarius handles things, I think, a lot. Okay, so if Virgo is like the computer, Aquarius is like the master generator of the computer. Why? Because literally its capacity for information is above and beyond anybody's that I've ever experienced, other than Gemini's for sure. But Aquarius has a huge capacity, almost like the mother, like the hard drive of the computers back in the day, where they was huge and stood like 3 feet high. That's Aquarius, right? So if you got Aquarius generator, computer generator on your rise, involving all of this information, taking it in and putting it out, by the way, with a lot of non-confrontation, just easygoing humanitarian kind of feels, the earth in you needs to solidify something. So what are you going to solidify? That's the real question. I know that sounded like a bunch of poetry, but it's not. Again, the point is that the earth in you has to find something to stand on, because Aquarius is inviting all this information that may or may not stick. So how are you growing? How are you growing your business? How are you growing yourself? How are you growing your discipline? That's a real motherfucking question. 21JNCI. Do you get that? Does that make sense? Or is that way too poetic and I lost you? I'll reiterate. You struggling with this? You struggling to understand it, or you understand it and you're struggling with what I'm saying? I'd love for you to answer that, just to be clear. Squirrel, I had a little pimple right here in Costa Rica, and now this thing wants to be a mole. Let's see how long this thing is going to stay there. Oh, you working through it now. There you go. Thank you. Let's see how long this thing is going to stay there, because this is funny to me. Everybody be on mole alert if it's going to disappear or not. So you working through it. I'm glad Spirit gave that to me for you, because that felt very new and very, very current. So yes, good for you, honey bun. Do that shit. Let's go. Let's get better. All right, y'all. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I'm gonna go after I read this card for us for this week. I understand what you're saying. I'm struggling with trying to figure out what to solidify. I hear that. Okay. All right. Please remember, 21JNCI and everybody else that I do readings. I do. I do. I know one of y'all thought I was gonna come with that, right? I know. Here's the card for the week, though. Great Mother, Father, God. Beautiful people. That's exactly. Intensity. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. That's almost a Star Wars theme song. Almost. Can you see his face based on the reflection? There we go. I don't know if y'all can see his face. Isn't that dope? That's crazy. That's so fucking crazy. Intensity. I love this card. Let us read. Let us go. Excuse me for burger. The figure in this card has taken on the shape of an arrow. Let me know if this pertains to what we talked about today. Please, I'd love for you to come up with a correlation, if there is any, or not. Tell me that as well. The figure in this card has taken on the shape of an arrow, moving with the single pointed focus of one who knows precisely where he's going. He is moving so fast that he has become almost pure energy. But his intensity should not be mistaken for the manic energy that makes people drive their cars at top speed to get from point A to point B. That kind of intensity belongs to the horizontal world of space and time. The intensity represented by the Knight of Fire in this card belongs to the vertical world of the present moment. A recognition that now is the only moment there is, and here is the only space. When you act with the intensity of the Knight of Fire, it is likely to create ripples in the waters around you. Let's go. Some will feel refreshed and uplifted by your presence, but others may feel threatened or annoyed. The opinions of others matter little. Nothing can hold you back right now. Ashe, amen, ashe. I hope that resonated with you. I hope you tuck that in your bra, put that in your pipe, and smoke it. Know that people will get irritated by your shine when you decide to focus on the things that make you better and make your world better. And it takes away from other people's world. Watch that. When people feel threatened and annoyed, it's because they were actually around you and within your sphere and actually growing from something that they was taken from you without giving. You know what I mean? Watch for that as you get intense, as you move, as you remain focused, as you utilize this Leo moon energy, right? In a new way to be courageous, to be fire, to get that thing. That's what that's talking about. And Taurus on the other end is taking care of its manifestation in a whole nother ballpark. But they'll come together soon. But be intense about who you are and get there. And if people feel fucked up by it, that's on them. Ain't got nothing to do with you. All right? Just be nice. That's all. Just be nice. Take care of yourself. Have an awesome week. Okay? I see you on Friday. Adios.